Hello, welcome to episode 8 of the Horror Movie Maniacs podcast.
Yeah, there's 8 of them now.
There's 8 of them, I know. You poor lot having to put up with us for all 8 episodes.
I embrace it.
Grant, what's episode 8 about?
Like horror stuff.
Horror stuff?
Yeah, movies and that. Bit of that, bit of this.
Is it? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I think we've been able to talk about biscuits.
Brilliant, okay, let's
go. No, Insidious 3. That's why we're here today, everyone.
Yeah, Insidious Chapter 3. You probably knew that was coming after parts 1 and 2.
I don't know, I feel we've been pretty mysterious about it.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, not been pushing it or promoting it, have we really?
No. Although TikTok's gone well for some reason.
Down low. Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
It's just you. You're great.
Well, I didn't... Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah. No, I am. I'm just great.
So yeah, thanks again for listening, guys and girls and everyone else.
Everyone in between.
Yeah, so let's...
and pets.
And pets.
They're
yeah.
people too.
I bet my dog would love this.
Yep.
Yeah. Might play it to him after.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah, I've lost all track already.
I don't have any pets.
Do you not?
No.
Do you want my dog?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring him round next time. Yeah.
Synopsis, that's what we're going to do now.
Synopsis. Yeah, go on.
So it's a complicated one. Quinn, a young girl, that's it. No. Quinn, a young girl, reaches out to a powerful psychic to help her contact her recently deceased mother. However, her plan backfires when an evil spirit makes Quinn a host and hurts her physically.
Ouch.
I feel like the physically bit wasn't necessary.
No?
I mean, not the abuse itself, but the to add that in the synopsis.
It was not really, is it?
No.
It's not really necessary, no. But I mean, just to make it more than one sentence, I suppose they needed something.
Just padding it out.
Yeah, a bit like the movie.
Yeah.
But we'll come on to that.
No, it's Stone Cold Killer, this one.
Yeah. What a film. Right, so where are we going to start today? Oh, we normally start with budget and box office.
Oh yeah, the facts.
The facts, kind of, yeah. So
you're the facts man.
Budget for this one. Wow, we've gone up, man. We've gone up. 11 million. We've doubled.
Doubled on a bit.
Insidious 2. I mean, you'd think so, with all the money they've made.
I know, but...
So, yeah, budget 11 million. And box office take overall internationally was 113 million.
And I feel like it's just because it said Insidious.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, so not as successful as part 2, but still absolutely amazingly successful.
Yeah, but probably... I don't know. It's my least favourite.
Yeah, same so far.
I can't remember 4 yet, so the jury's out. But
I haven't seen 4 yet. So, but yeah, jury's out. So yeah, let's get cracking then, man. First off, we get what we always get with an Insidious film: that blaring, shrieking violin title card. Insidious.
It's aggressive.
Smack bang right in your face. It is aggressive, and I'm starting to get a bit annoyed. You know, to be honest, I'm like,
I don't mind it.
Seriously, you know.
Just you don't know when it's coming.
Well, that's it, and it just hits you right in the face.
Yeah.
Or right in the ear holes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a bit of both.
It's assault.
Yeah. Exactly, and I'm sick of it, mate. So, all right, if it happens in number 4...
It's only 2 more, don't worry.
I'm going to be so pissed. Yeah, well, no, it's going to happen.
We'll never go near violin again.
Yeah, exactly. So where does this one pick up then, man?
Well, this one is a prequel, and they tell you that with a tiny little sentence at the beginning. This one happens a few years before the Lambers.
Yeah.
Cool.
It literally says that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then we're met with a young lady whose name is Quinn.
Yep.
And she's gone to visit Elise.
That's right,
because she has heard that she is a psychic.
Is
she a psychic?
Yeah.
Or is she a medium?
Bit of both. Is it the same sort of thing?
Or can she tell the future? Isn't it a psychic?
No, there is a difference, isn't there? I suppose a psychic, can
not predict, but knows things are going to happen.
Yeah, and what a medium can contact the dead.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
So she's a medium.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So Quinn's an idiot.
Maybe.
Right. Glad we established that.
Yeah, I was going to say I still haven't cleared it up, but yeah. Yeah, so Quinn's mother has passed away, isn't she?
Sad.
And yeah, very sad.
Mm.
And yeah, she wants to contact her. So.
Yeah, and she died of what we know as lung cancer, and I feel like that's relevant.
It definitely is.
Because of later on.
Yeah.
Side note, nothing to do with the film. I've noticed that Elise is wearing one of those fingertip rings. You know, the one that's just on like doesn't go over your second knuckle there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it irritates me.
Okay,
I don't like it. What's the point?
Spot. I don't know.
Why how's that not falling off?
You have to ask her.
It's not functional.
Send her an email. I don't know. Yeah. It's probably.
It offended me.
Maybe it helps her with her medium stuff. I don't know.
What, talking to her ma?
Oh, I thought you said Elise.
No, not Elise.
Oh, Quinn had it.
Quinn.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't notice.
These kids in their jewellery.
Kids. Yeah.
Disgusting, really.
Right. So, yeah. So she gets chatting to Elise, and Elise is like, "Oh, I don't deal with that stuff anymore."
Yeah, she's a bit hesitant, is Elise?
Yeah, and then she gets intrigued by Quinn's sort of tale.
Well, she feels sorry for her,
tale,
didn't she?
It's a story. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
Sympathetic.
Yeah, and invites her in for a chat. She says, that's not time wasted if you're having a
Which
chat.
I disagree with.
Yeah, plenty of chats.
I don't want to chat.
Time wasting, yeah. A bit like us now.
Yeah.
But,
I was already here, so it's all right.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so they're chatting away, and then Elise warns Quinn about trying to contact her mum, and sort of basically says, don't do it, because, yeah.
All the dead hear you.
Yeah, that's it. Elise tries to contact her, doesn't she? Like then and there.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit spooked.
So
she stops doing the... what do you even call it?
Contact?
Yeah, we'll say that. Stops trying to contact Quinn's mum.
Yeah, I made a note of this bit.
Yeah, go on.
So it says don't do it on your own.
Yeah.
The very next scene, she contacts her on her own.
Yeah. So she just blatantly ignores.
Yeah, immediately it's like, are you there? I'm like,
yeah, but
really?
as a kid, though, you'd be missing your mum, wouldn't you? And you'd want to, and you'd be like, okay.
Elise was very clear on this. If you're not going to respect what she's got to say, then don't go through in the first place.
Yeah, very rude.
Yeah, it's very rude.
Yeah,
Elise didn't get paid for any of this.
No, she didn't want. Quinn offered, but Elise.
Yeah, but that's nothing.
It's like, no.
What Elise does for the rest of them, all because Quinn couldn't, listen to instructions.
Exactly.
I don't like Quinn.
I kind of figured.
Anyway.
Right, yeah, so Quinn ignores the advice. Nothing happens there.
Well, you got the vent bit, haven't you? You start seeing the vent.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which has no real relevance to anything.
No, apart from a comment later on.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah, about the man in the vent.
Yeah, she starts hearing noise, then she hears like a loud bang, and then she stops.
Yeah, that's it. Gets a bit spooked.
And then she's up in the morning routine, got to get ready for school and that.
Yeah.
But she's got to then get her brother ready.
I was going to say, Dad's too busy, isn't he?
Dad's a bit grumpy.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate that. Imagine doing all that on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff that.
He's stressed. He needs to get to work, doesn't he? But
she's taking pictures of her food on her sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
What a phone that thing was.
Yeah, and he says, doesn't he, what has it come to where you're taking a picture of your food or whatever?
Yeah, he's like, you're a weird kid or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand the things you do.
But yeah.
But you spotted something when in brother Alex's room, didn't you?
Did I?
What he was watching. Or was that later on?
That's later on.
Ah, right. We'll get back to that
later. But I did spot something. But yeah, later on.
He's good at that. And then they're off and out, aren't they? They're off to attack their day.
They are.
And I noticed that the rug to the apartment, it may be completely unrelated, but gave me very heavy Shining vibes.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think it was
proper looked like the Shining rug.
Yeah, good spot, man.
Well, thank you. That's
what I do. Quinn is off for an audition, isn't she?
Yep.
And I presume she dropped a brother at school or whatever. Alex. Yeah, because
he's somewhere.
He's somewhere. Yeah. Dad's at work, I presume, again.
Yeah.
And she's at her audition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also spotted something really cool in the audience, didn't you?
I did.
Not the audience, the people judging.
Yeah, the judges, the guy holding the audition was James Wan.
Yeah, because he was too busy with Fast and Furious.
That's it.
He couldn't direct this one, but they let him pop up in there for a minute.
Yeah, and he had a couple of lines.
He did.
Bless him.
But just before that, to me, was probably one of the creepiest bits of the film, genuinely.
Okay.
You know, where she's like reading her lines behind the curtain, and then she just sees that person in the far distance waving at her.
Oh, yeah.
In like the darkness.
Waving,
That proper creeped me out, that did.
But you didn't turn it off, though, no?
No.
Not that scared.
No, but it was creepy.
It was a bit creepy, yeah, definitely.
Imagine that in real life.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it would be scary. So she starts her audition, but then, like, just fluffs it up, really, doesn't she? Forgets her lines.
No.
Yeah.
She probably didn't listen to...
And they're like, don't worry,
teacher.
do it again. And then next thing, she's sitting outside crying, isn't she, talking to
showing a moan.
Talking to her mate.
Can't remember her mate's name. Is it Maggie, is it?
Maggie, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Maggie's trying to cheer her up a bit, isn't she, really?
Yeah, then they said lesbi friends or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a lesbian joke, wasn't there, and stuff.
Just rude, really, isn't it?
I think, was it because that group of young boys walked past?
Yeah, and they had a little cuddle, weren't they?
And yeah.
Lesbi friends. I don't know what she says back. I don't remember it being
No, I don't, because the next bit actually audibly made me gasp, to be honest. So
he's good, this bit.
Yeah. You see a figure in the road, don't you?
Yeah, he's waving again, isn't he? Or has he just stood there?
He might have waved, or...
Oh, well. Either way, there's a figure. I don't think
he did wave, actually. You just see a figure in the road, and then out of nowhere...
That was a loud bang.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
Quinn gets hit, not just hit, but gets absolutely...
She gets smushed
by this car. Yeah.
She gets absolutely walloped.
Yeah, and it actually made me gasp. I was, surprised.
Yeah.
Didn't know this
It was shocking.
Yeah. I was truly shocked at this
Truly
point.
shocked.
So truly shocked.
And she wakes up, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But not... She wakes up what I believe is the further.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's got that kind of blue glow, isn't it? Yeah.
And she hears the the breathing sound. But to me at this point, I wrote this bit down, it sounds... That exact point, it doesn't sound like it further on, but that exact one sounds so much like when Elise has her gas mask on in the later films.
Oh.
You know, she's whispering to Specs. I was like, I
in
swear...
the earlier films?
Well... chronologically not earlier, but in Insidious, the first one, where Elise is repeating all the words through the gas mask. I sound exactly like that.
Yeah, I think so. It's very similar, isn't it?
Yeah,
good spot. I like that.
Well, it could mean nothing, probably does.
No, but it might just be a little callback. So Quinn is in the further, just kind of walking around, isn't she?
Yeah, she's having a look around.
What's going on? And creepy breathing and all that.
Yeah.
And then I've put, there's a jump scare, scary-faced old man.
Scary-faced old man.
It's just like a flash of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then...
I just wrote ghost down. I'm not sure what I meant, so I'm happy that you wrote more down.
Scary-faced old man. Jump scare, and then Quinn jumps back to life. They've resussed her. And she's back in the land of the living.
Yeah.
So
why have I written old lady, man who can't breathe?
What now?
Is that the ghost? Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I meant by ghost. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. So I've just put scary face man. You've just been more specific.
Yeah, but too specific that I don't know what I'm on about.
I mean, it surprises me of you, to be honest.
I took this one seriously.
You're growing up, man. You're making proper
notes. Because I kept getting told off and forgetting what the hell was going on.
Well, hopefully this.
The next one just says banging upstairs, so I think I know what that means.
I was going to say this is your moment, but maybe not. Yeah, so.
It's more to guide me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back at home then, aren't we?
We are. Hang on.
Why's your chair creaking? Okay. Stop moving around.
I can't hear anything.
You stay static.
What?
At all times. Yeah, so they go home to a little party and they're like, surprise.
Yeah, welcome home. And all that.
And then he writes, you're a real traffic stopper. Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Alex, mate. It's not Alex, is it? What's the boy's name?
Not Alex. That'd be weird. So brother.
Yeah.
Hector.
I can't remember his name. Hector.
Yeah.
Come on, Hector,
He's clearly in head over heels in love with Quinn. And
he likes a bit of Quinn.
Yeah.
You're a real traffic stopper.
Yeah.
Christ.
You know,
did you get the flowers? The dad's like, got him.
Yeah.
All right, Dad.
The dad, he's so...
Chill out.
The dad in this, jeez. But I can't even think what I was going to say now.
I can.
Yeah, but... Oh, go on.
Hamper.
Hamper?
Yeah, he gives her a hamper. I don't know why.
He does.
That irritated me as well.
Really?
He's like, oh, French food, the onion dip.
Oh, yeah. He'd done quite a good French accent.
Yeah, but then he gets her like a banging packet of beef jerky. She's like, vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you are.
I did think, though, it's a bit of an odd one, beef jerky.
Beef jerky's banging. I'd love a packet of beef jerky.
But it's quite niche, isn't it?
Yeah, but it gives you energy, doesn't it? It's like full of protein. Good point,
he's
being a responsible dad.
He's trying.
And
he could some books in there.
Yeah, he could dip the beef jerky in the onion dip. Bang him.
Really?
Have you tried it?
No, I don't like onions.
Well, what? Who doesn't like onions?
For another day, mate. All right.
Jesus Christ, I love onion.
Nah, I like beef jerky though.
I'm just going to eat an onion for dinner now.
Yeah, do it.
Raw.
I was just going to say a raw one, yeah.
I can eat a raw onion. Genuinely, I like it.
What an odd fact.
Well, when I was a kid and going clubbing, I don't know what it was, but when I'd get home, I'd always...
one before you went out.
Yeah, yeah, it's why I was single for a long time. No.
Yeah.
And I used to come home and just bite chunks out of an onion with some ham.
That's probably just the beers and shit, though, isn't it? Talking, you know?
Yeah, but I still remember it now thinking, this is amazing.
Well, I haven't had that experience, mate. So.
No, but I feel like this is going to raise some questions with our listeners, because that's probably quite bad, actually.
I'm wondering if there's anyone else out there who eats raw onion.
Raw onion's amazing. Yeah, it isn't a bit of a salt on your senses, but...
I can imagine.
But I like it.
Fair enough.
Anyway, sorry. We digressed again.
Right, it's good to have a little, tangent now and again.
Onions. Try them.
I've tried them.
Fried onions?
No.
Crispy onions? Crispy onions on a hot dog?
None, man. No onions. Well, I like onion rings.
I'm so sick. What?
Hang on, as in the crisps.
Crisps.
The crisps. Yeah, not the actual battered.
Do you know what I made yesterday? I made my own fried chicken.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
Yeah, but it was... I've never made it before, and it was incredible.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'll come around for some of that.
Yeah.
Now, let's go. Right.
Thanks, everyone.
We probably should carry on, as this episode will be like 2 hours long.
I'm having a good time.
Oh, yeah. But,
right, my notes.
3 weeks later, I've got...
Is it 3 weeks later?
Well, the notes say so.
My notes say banging upstairs.
Oh.
Because that's what she starts to hear.
Is that then? Okay.
Yeah, because shortly after she's like having a little lay down, isn't she? And she starts hearing the banging upstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then another jump scare where the bell just goes nuts.
No, that is the 3 weeks later.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant before that.
Come on, man.
All right. See, I'm slacking this week.
Jesus. No. Yeah, so she starts hearing the banging upstairs. That's a bit of a scare, isn't it? She's like, who is that?
Yeah, but I've got here that the old lady has been speaking to her before, hasn't she? The old lady next door, whatever.
Well, I feel like that's in a minute, isn't it?
No, I think the bell's... Dun, dun, dun.
We've just gone
pause. Yeah, pause. Hold on. That's fine.
Yeah. No, this is after that.
Okay.
Oh, no, you are right. No, I don't know.
Let's just...
You just carry on.
There's some bell ringing at some point.
Yeah, no, it is then, yeah. So she was asleep, and then, the bell goes just out of nowhere. She's got this little server's bell that she rings for her dad to help her. It just out of nowhere starts going ring, ring, ring.
Yeah.
And it's quite scary, actually. Me saying a bell ringing doesn't sound very scary, but it's half a jump scare.
Yeah, this is a good one, I think. Yeah. So, the bell rings, and then the shadow appears behind it, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I've said he's in the window.
He's in the window?
Yeah, he's just behind the curtain there having a little look.
Yeah. That's it.
And then the dad comes in to sort of see what's going on.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Bursts in, doesn't he? Whacks the light on.
Quinn's just talking rubbish as usual.
Yeah.
And then we flick back to Elise.
We do, but just before that, I just want to touch on the old lady had spoken to Quinn and said that the person that she keeps hearing is the man who can't breathe.
Have I skipped ahead?
I think you've skipped a little bit.
I don't know if I have,
It says the man who can't breathe.
I have. I just didn't bother writing it down.
And then she says, you can hear him in the vents. It's the man in the vents. He was in your room last night.
Yeah, I just didn't bother writing it down.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's only a really scary bit, mate. But, so what does that matter, eh?
Oh, yeah, when she first gets back, doesn't she?
Yeah, so she explains to her, doesn't she? He's the man in the vents. He was in your room last night. He's up there now in your room. You'll see him.
I remember that. I didn't remember it a second ago. I remember it now.
Really scary, mate.
Just didn't bother writing it down.
Yeah. Really creepy. But yeah, and then we get the bell ringing scene.
Oh, no, look, that's what my notes mean now. Old lady, man who can't breathe. The old lady's telling her about the man who can't breathe.
Just ignored your own
Jesus
notes.
Christ.
Yeah.
My notes are cryptic.
I was going to say, we have to just figure out our own notes, don't we? Decipher them, mate.
That's so funny.
So anyway, we get the jump scare of the bell ringing. Is it a jump scare?
Yeah, I think it is, because it's proper loud.
Oh.
It scared me. It made me jump.
So then we're back, like we say, after the jump scare, we're back with Elise, who is going to sleep. And she's...
Cuddling the jumper, isn't she?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I put sniffing Jack's coat. Big jump scare coming up.
Yeah, there is.
And do you know what this was? It was just a loud noise.
Well, it's her gasping with a loud noise, wasn't it?
Oh, you heard the gasping?
Well, she's just like...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
He just writes down
Bit of an odd one.
Quinn's name.
Yeah, right. Quinn Brenner, I've put in the book.
Quinn
in
Brenner.
a little book. And then we go back to Quinn.
Yeah.
Who's knocking on the wall behind her, which leads onto Hector's room.
Yeah.
Next door. And she hears the knock back. So she's like, oh, good.
That's cute.
Cool. Yeah, that's cute.
Flirting.
I'm gonna text him. So she texts Hector.
On her sidekick.
Oh, hey. Yeah, on her sidekick. Hey, sorry, I hope I didn't wake you. And he's like...
He's not there.
What? I'm at my grand's.
He's at his grandma's. Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun.
it.
And she knocks a bit more and he's not answering then.
Yeah. That's it. The ghost's given up.
But then we get another jump scare, don't we?
We do.
That's with a hand grabs her. Well, it doesn't grab her, but almost
God,
it just appears, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was a pretty big jump, actually.
Just shoots down. And then the ceiling starts to crack.
Yep, very creepy. That's it.
And then old Daddy-O comes in to have a look again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So then he starts complaining, and then they go upstairs because he's like, well, who the hell cracked my wall?
Yeah, so
ceiling, sorry.
Yeah, and no one's living there.
No, but then they find footprints.
Yeah, because they're with the landlord, always with the landlord, isn't he, I presume. And he's like, well, no one's lived here for a while. And then, there's wet footprints on the floor.
Now, I wrote...
Wet. They
I
wet.
wrote a
They're
note...
sticky.
That's tar.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right, to be honest.
Because he's a man who can't breathe, and obviously later on, where she pulls his mask off, you see that.
Yeah.
I won't say it right now.
Yeah, tar's a good one, yeah.
I'm like, is it all related to lung cancer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Consistency.
Right.
Clever. I mean, I don't know why his feet have got tar on them.
No. But it's definitely not just liquid, is it? It is something sticky like, and yeah. So yeah. I've got Quinn and the dad. What is the dad's name? I can't just keep saying dad.
Dave. No, it is Dermot. No,
That's
Sean.
Sean. Oh, okay.
Dermot's his real name.
So Quinn and her dad Sean argue about I've put medium and mum's death and dad not mentioning it. So
that's where he doesn't want to talk
Quinn
about it.
Quinn goes off on one, because her dad never mentions her mum, so obviously she's really upset, and then he says it's because Quinn reminds him of her.
Yeah, I see her every day when I look at you.
That's it.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So I was going to say guilt trip your kid, mate. Yeah, well
thanks
done.
for that, mate.
Yeah,
and then just walks off
like that. But and then he's just like, bye.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah. We flip back to Elise, who is looking at her reading room, and it's locked.
It is.
We see that she wears the key on a necklace. Yeah. And I thought she was going to go and unlock it because she pulls the key out.
Yeah. Then she just smiles at a padlock.
She's going in, smiles, puts the key back in her jumper.
Yeah. Just smiling at a padlock like you do.
Yeah. She then talks to her dog, doesn't she, and says
the dog.
She's going to help Quinn. The dog's lovely, man.
He's such a cool dog, isn't
he?
Well
lovely.
My question, though, is when she does go off to help him, where's the dog? That's an old dog, and you've just left it on its own.
Yeah.
Bring the dog with you.
Pretty mean, yeah, I was going to say, at least...
I'd rather see the dog than you. Do you know what? Swap Quinn out for the dog.
There you go. Better film.
Better film. Airbuds, the ghost story.
Yeah, but then some bad shit's going to happen to the dog, and we don't want that.
No, the dog will be fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. If you say so, dude. Okay, right, so she agrees to help Quinn, and then Elise is trying to speak to Lily, Quinn's mum.
Yep. Lilith.
Yeah, they call her Lilith once, I think, and then
a couple of times, maybe at the end, I think, as well. Because she's like, Lilith, we need you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the reading room opens, and you notice the red walls and the red stairs, and good use of the colour red again.
Proper dark down them steps, wasn't it?
Very dark. Yeah, very dark. There's wet footprints like upstairs.
Yep.
And above Quinn's place,
luring her down there.
Yeah, and I put the prints go up the wall. And then there's another jump scare.
Proper jump scare.
Elise is grabbed by a demon. It's the man in the oxygen mask.
Yeah, the man who can't breathe.
So the man who can't breathe.
Just grabbed.
That's right, yeah.
I do wonder what on earth he's actually doing at this point, the man who can't breathe.
Yeah, because you don't know his motive or anything, do you?
Yeah.
You just
messing around with Elise. I suppose it's all warnings, isn't it? Like, just don't bother.
Yeah, just don't do this kind of shit. Yeah, just leave us all alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then Ghost... Oh, yeah, no, I know what this means. Then we go back to Quinn, don't we?
Yeah, on the video call with Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you were going to say? No, I get a feeling you weren't going to say that.
No, I was. I remembered it because I like this bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because it was eerie. So, she's chatting away to a friend on basically FaceTime.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, is that Alex next to you? And she's like, what are you on about?
Oh, yeah.
Like, person stood right next to you. But then the call freezes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She's like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like it.
No.
It's a bit like the number 2 where he's like, he's behind you.
Exactly.
That one.
Yeah. And it was a bit similar.
And then they stick with it, and we see the ghost in the window again.
Yeah. Very scary.
And it's very scary because he walks towards her and then he just drops to the floor and vanishes.
Yeah, and this is where she's sitting on her bed, isn't she?
Yep.
So she can't move because her legs are in the cast.
Yeah,
and she's stuck on the bed. So I found this bit pretty creepy, actually. Yeah, because you think, shit, what would you do in that position?
Yeah, I mean, she's bonkers and decides to peer down below. You know what I mean? Peeps over the side of the bed.
I was going to say, she leans over, doesn't she? And
then gets yeeted into oblivion.
That's it, yeah. Slow peep under the bed, and of course you know what's going to happen. Yeah,
she gets yanked off the bed, thrown across the room.
Yeah, that's it.
Poor girl.
And then, but then there's another jump scare straight after where he leaps on top of her.
So is this what? No, he doesn't. But he closes the curtains.
Oh yeah.
Slowly walks over, shuts the door.
Sorry, that's
methodical.
You see just his legs, don't you?
Yeah.
From a point of view on the floor.
Creepy, that.
It is. Yeah. He slowly closes the curtains. I did find that bit a little tense.
It was claustrophobic because basically she couldn't get away as well.
Yeah.
And we don't know what this bloke's all about. So.
No. Good scene.
Creepy.
Actually, one of the best in the film, I would say. So double jump scare and tension, and what more could you want? Chicken. Yeah, good point. Not evangelism, mate. Yeah, just fried chicken. God. But the man who can't breathe then leaps on her, doesn't he, for the second jump scare?
Yep.
And I've put both of these made me jump.
Well, both of them.
Both of them.
Really?
Yeah, surprised me, man. Well, like you knew jump scares were coming, and I don't normally jump to the jump scares because clearly I'm that hard. You know? But it's
absolutely.
I'd probably desensitise is more likely.
Double hard, yeah.
But no, they actually both made me jump.
Yeah, well, they are quick. I don't really go for jump scares that much. I prefer feeling uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I do. I take a long, tense, slow scene over jump scares. But
the bit with him in the window walking across and stuff like that made me more uncomfortable than the jump scares.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It surprised me because they actually both of those jump scares in quick succession.
See, the bell scared me. Bell scared me more than that. Weird, isn't it?
A bit surprised. Yeah.
So I pitched like
maybe you react more to sound and
We'll never know.
Don't know. No.
Who does know? Anyway, she wakes up again.
Yep.
And she's not in the further, is she?
No.
You get that. You get a feeling that she might be, but she's not.
No, she's not. No, she can't be, can she?
But she sat outside room 514, or apartment 514, sorry. Are you with me?
No.
How are you not with me?
I'm not. I'm nearly with you. Yeah, go on.
No, you're right. We've jumped ahead because this is where we find out that the poor old lady has passed away.
Yeah, so Quinn and her dad have a quick chat about the man in the breathing mask.
Yep.
And her dad finally starts believing her, doesn't he?
You sure it was breathing mask?
Shut up.
Yeah, he starts believing. He starts coming round to it.
Yeah, and then we find out I think her name was Grace because I wrote her name down somewhere and I couldn't remember who she was.
It is Grace.
So Grace, I put Grace, the old cat crazy lady. And I think
Phyllis
that's what
Applegate
her husband said,
is her real name.
Has passed away.
Yeah, poor guy.
Which game's quite sad. So yeah, go on, carry on with what you were going to say.
Yeah, I was jumping around again, wasn't I? Anyway, so we go back to it, and we see Quinn. I could say that sentence slower. We see Quinn wake up outside. God damn it, apartment 514. And I wrote a little sub note here again saying proper Shining vibes.
Yeah.
The long shots down the hallway.
Yeah. The spooky room, focusing on the door number.
Yeah. All Silent Hill-esque as well there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. A couple of good homages, I would say.
Yeah. And then, does the ghost start pushing her?
Yeah. Well, he pulls her back in the wheelchair at first. And I was thinking, oh, God, he's pulling her. That's probably even worse than pushing her. And then next minute, he starts pushing her. So I was like, oh, okay.
He got a bit tired.
That didn't last. Yeah.
Sensible, innit?
He's literally just turning around, I think, when he
Yeah.
pushes her into room 514, I put.
Mm-hmm.
And she falls out.
Yeah, it's not very kind.
And then something comes crawling towards her.
Yeah, no, I like this one. This one does creep me out a little bit.
Okay.
It takes a minute, doesn't it?
It does.
Essentially, at first, it is some weird girl crawling towards her who has no hands, no feet, no eyes or mouth.
Yeah, but he's still crawling.
Crawling on stumps and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I wrote Quinn Ghost ? But we know later that it absolutely is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's creepy and it's horrible, and I don't like the bit where she's crawling. She hasn't got any feet. Freaks me out, man.
Yeah, no, it's quite a horrible moment. It is. Yeah,
nothing against people without any feet, but in the right settings, it's scary.
Yeah, I've got here also as well. There's more footprints up the wall.
Oh, is there? I didn't remember that. Didn't see that.
Outside of the window. Oh, out of the window. Yeah,
Isn't this where the dad comes in and helps? Yeah. You jumped ahead here, Ben.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
God, during the meeting. No,
fill that bit in.
Yeah. Anyway, she's banging on the floor, isn't she? Banging on the floor for her dad. Dad comes up and helps.
Yeah.
And then they find some footsteps, and he's walking on the floor, and then up the windowsill.
Yeah.
And he looks down and he sees a body on the floor, saying, "Oh my God, he jumped."
Yeah.
So Quinn decides to have a look.
Yeah.
And he's there, jump scare, tries to grab her out the window.
That's it, another one. And he nearly does. He pulls her, doesn't he? And she's like hanging out of the window. Yeah.
Luckily, Daddy was there.
Luckily, Daddy was there. Yeah. Jeez.
I know. It was a lot.
It was a lot. Another jump scare.
There's too many jump scares, man.
So quite a lot in this one, yeah.
Yeah. And then we go back to Elise, I believe.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Well, but Dad sees Elise, and she seems to be
smelly.
What? Something, I don't know, I can't even read what. She seems really caring again.
Seems like she's got a mojo back a bit, doesn't it?
You find out she's lost her husband a year ago. It was a suicide because he had depression.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a bit of
sad,
bit of backstory there, filling in for Elise, which is quite... Yeah, it's very sad. And I always like finding more out about Elise's story and things, because I think she's definitely the best character they have in the whole series.
You reckon?
I do. I really like her, yeah.
I'd say best actress.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like her character that much.
Okay. Like I said, I just find her really...
Her with Specs and Tucker,
sort of
I like.
Really, yeah.
But she's solid.
Yeah,
she's solid.
But yeah, so you find out a little bit more about what happened to her husband. And she mentioned something about there being two worlds, the light and the dark.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah, and that she was followed back from when she was in the further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just put a woman ghost.
Yeah, and she can hear her screaming, and she gets the impression that she's going to kill Elise at some point.
Well, she screams it at her, doesn't she? She's like, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you."
That's maybe what I'm going to kill you. The thing means.
Yeah. The ghost lady that we know of so far says, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you."
Right. Okay. There you go. I missed that bit out. Yeah.
Well, it's just not good enough, is it?
It's not. I'm sorry. I'll be up to scratch for the last key.
It's all good. And then we move on to Elise contacting Quinn. They reunite.
Yeah, they do. That's it.
They're back together, as Kylie Minogue would say.
I've got and tells her about the man who can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does Quinn tell Elise or Elise tell Quinn? You'd think I haven't even watched this, wouldn't you?
I can't remember because all I've written is contact.
Oh.
And I don't know what that's got to do with anything.
Well, one way or the other, they all find out about...
Somehow they find out.
Yeah, the man who can't breathe. So Elise starts calling out to the entity, as she calls it, who attacked Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Elise then astral projects into the further.
Wakes up in the further, doesn't she?
Yeah, I've put so. And we get this quite cool long camera shot of Elise walking down the corridor holding the blue lantern as always.
Yeah, love that.
Seeing the red door. And then she starts seeing different girl ghosts, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, I just read it near. She sees a red door, but it's a lift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Absolutely unacceptable.
Yes, it's an elevator.
But yeah, she starts popping some ghosts about, doesn't she? And she sees the crying woman.
Yep.
I can't remember what she says, the crying woman.
No, I can't.
Something like he'll hurt you or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And then we see I've put back of head face woman.
Yeah, I've put woman grinning in the chair.
Yeah, no, before that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You see, the next person she sees, she thinks it's the back of someone's head. And the hands reach back like it's the back of the head, but then it's not. It's her face. So she has a go at her, doesn't she? She's like, go away or something.
Yeah, she's like, kind of leave it out. I'm not here for you.
That confused the hell out of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we see the creepy smiling woman in the chair.
That's it. Yeah, woman grinning in the chair.
I thought she'd have more to do with it though.
Yeah, and then she points, doesn't she?
Yeah, she says a weird rhyme and points.
Yeah. What? Can you remember the weird rhyme?
No,
I can't. But I remember it being.
I've written that it's a rhyme.
Creepy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was just a quick little rhyme, wasn't it? Really.
Creepy though.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then I've got from like out of nowhere, Elise gets strangled by the bride in black.
Crane's back.
Yeah, Crane's back.
Just popping about.
Jump scare. So,
jump scare.
Yeah, so the bride in black is back, strangling Elise.
Bride in black is back.
And then this is where we flick to Alex.
Well, no, I've made another note here.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I said this is exactly how she dies in the first movie. Elise, she gets strangled by the lady in black, doesn't she? I know, I'm clever.
I know, yeah, look at you. Wow.
She's clever.
You should do this for a living.
Well,
yeah, hold
if
up.
it paid, I might.
Hold up. Yeah.
Spectral sightings.
Spectral sightings. Alex is watching something called Spectral Sightings on his computer.
Yep.
And it's Specs and Tucker.
Specs and Tucker.
Doing a little web series.
Yeah. Which you found out, and we can confirm, is an actual series.
It actually exists. They're like 10-minute episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Follow characters Specs and Tucker as they investigate a house in which they come to meet Elise Rayner.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and watch that.
That sounds like the story of this film, but it's not. It's a whole TV series.
A whole little
thing,
isn't it?
Whole little web series. Clever.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to have to watch that.
Definitely.
Hey, that could be after Red Door.
Could be.
There you go.
Yeah, there's also...
Keep this party going.
There is also another spin-off series coming.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't know much
TV
about
series
it,
or a movie?
I think it's a TV series.
I don't care for TV series.
I don't as much, no. But, I mean, we, at some point we should probably talk about something other than Insidious.
No, but I don't want to do TV series, Ben.
No, that's what I'm saying. So we won't... Yeah, we'll move on to other stuff. Big plans for later on after Insidious, haven't we? Yeah. So,
have we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have. I don't know about you.
Oh, it sounds great.
yeah. I'll tell you about it all after, mate. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Brady Black, Alex is watching Specs and Tucker online.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turn up, don't they?
And I like their outfits.
Yeah.
So Specs has got a Casper the Friendly Ghost jacket on.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I immediately was like, I would genuinely wear that.
That is a brilliant
really
jacket.
liked it.
Yeah.
And then old Tucker, who looks a lot like Mr. T's haircut.
Yeah.
It's got a Masters of the Universe t-shirt on.
Yeah, a couple of good outfits.
Love that.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit of Dolph on the t-shirt.
Yeah. It's really good. Oh, yeah, Masters of the Universe, the film, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Not the TV
No,
cartoon
the Dolph
thing.
Lundgren spectacle.
Yes, yeah, that's one way of putting it, yeah.
It's good though, I really like it.
Well...
It's bad, but it reminds me of being
yeah.
a kid.
Yeah, that's
I remember watching it as a kid.
Fair enough.
With outside McDonald's and stuff, and I just remember it, I don't know why.
Nice. Yeah, so here they are, and like that made me smile a little bit. I thought, hey,
I like that.
Glad they're in it, glad they're back.
Yeah.
So Tucker then he attaches a little micro camera to Quinn's head, doesn't he?
It's hidden but not hidden.
Yeah, that's it. The hidden non-hidden camera. Yeah. So, and they mic her up and stuff, and then Carl turns up to see Elise.
Yeah, and I wrote red restaurant. Everything in that restaurant is red.
I noticed that. Yeah, it looked really cool.
Yeah, it was a nice place.
Yeah.
But very red.
It definitely was
aggressively
very red.
Yeah.
And he shows her pictures of young Josh and the bride in black.
Mm.
And then Elise is saying she knows that she will die by the bride in black's hand one day. Which is a nice little callback to, again, Insidious 1.
And also a bit creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
She knew it was coming.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was coming, but she knew how it would happen.
Yeah, she knew she was going to die by
just not when.
Bride in black, yeah. So
not a psychic.
Not a psychic, yeah, good point. But
she could have seen it. Yeah, but she could have seen when it was coming.
Yeah, but she knew it was coming.
Yeah, but not when.
Maybe she's just...
What use is that fact?
Psychic medium.
One day I'm going to die by getting hit by a train. It'd be nice to know when.
True, but, would it though?
Just avoid trains your whole life.
Yeah.
Anywho,
yeah. So I put, it's a cool throwback. Obviously, she helped the Lamberts years ago when Josh was young and made him suppress his memories.
I didn't see an awful lot of point in this scene, though, to be honest.
No, I think they added it just to connect it back, just to make you go, oh, yeah, that I remember that happening.
Yeah, just so Carl could be in it for a bit, because he was cool. I liked him.
Paycheck.
Yeah.
So
and a couple of quid from that.
Nice. I've got then Specs, Tucker, Dad and Quinn all walking around with the night vision
Quinn's
on.
Quinn's in the bedroom, isn't she?
Yeah, they've sent Quinn off, haven't they?
And they're watching the super cool camera angle, the first person view of Quinn's head cam.
That's it.
Walking about.
That massive contraption, that double-handed.
I kind of like that, though.
Yeah, it reminded me of something, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Like a Wii U.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or, yeah. But it was a big screen.
It was a big screen.
But they see Quinn start running about.
Yeah.
Walking about.
Yeah. Which, it's a bit creepy.
And then I think, rightly, they go to see where she is and she's not there.
Yeah.
And then they carry on a bit and then they get to the cupboard, the wardrobe.
Yeah, they do.
I found that proper creepy.
Yeah.
Because there's light shining on the wardrobe. They see that it's there.
That's you think, well, the camera's clearly pointing out of the wardrobe, so what's going on? So why is she standing in the wardrobe like that?
And even the dad's like directly in front of the camera and you still don't see anything.
No.
And then she pops up, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's not happy.
She's not happy. No, that's it.
She's a little bit possessed at this point.
Yeah, so I've got her that she then whacks them all, doesn't she? She whacks Specs, Tucker, and the dad with a wrench of some kind.
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, she starts
not
kicking.
You keep in the wardrobe normally.
No,
but you know,
no. And he's an electrician as well, the dad. So it's not even if you could be like, oh, plumber. Never mind. But yeah, she starts kicking butt.
Yeah,
and then we get a super cool scene. I like this one.
Yeah, I really like this bit. Do you want to?
Yeah, and this is on a lot of the movie posters. You see Quinn walking along, her legs look a bit strange, but she starts booting off the cast on her legs. She starts kicking the bed and breaking off the cast on her legs.
Yeah, I found this bit pretty sinister, to be honest.
I know in the previous episode of the Evil Dead episode, I said I don't like the sound of bones cracking when they walk.
Oh yeah.
But this one I really liked because it just sounded brutal.
It did, and the way she's just kicking the bedpost.
Yeah, and she starts walking after him, and you can see that her legs are literally cracking again.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes me feel so uncomfortable.
It was a harsh scene, but a very good scene. So,
but then they grab her and they manage to get hold of her.
Yeah,
pin her down, and then we see a cool moment, but I don't really have any idea why. But you see the eye in the throat.
Yeah, I don't know really.
Is it just showing?
I think it's just showing that the man who can't breathe is inside her and he's possessing her.
Yeah, it's just we've never seen it presented like that in the other Insidious.
It felt a little out of place. Yeah,
it was random.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool.
Oh, it was very cool.
Yeah,
just strange.
Yeah. So yeah, they've got her restrained, haven't they? Elise turns up.
Yeah, it's the first time they meet now.
Yeah, and she says that the entity is feeding off of Quinn. And that the spirit is different to other ones. So normally the spirits want to come alive again. So they want to possess human bodies.
Yep, to feel alive.
To feel alive, yeah. But this one's different, and it wants to drag everyone deeper into the.
He just wants misery.
And he just wants misery. Yeah, he wants everyone to suffer like he did.
Yeah. But I do like they mentioned that when Quinn temporarily died earlier on.
Yeah.
That the spirit took half of her soul, and that's what is prisoner.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Didn't think about that, but that was good. But that also explains why the Quinn ghost had no eyes and mouth and feet and stuff, because it wasn't all of her.
Part of her. Yeah.
I like that.
I did.
And then Elise goes back to the further.
Yeah, and she gets Specs to start writing down her words,
where they set up the how they're gonna their relationship.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So they've met for the first time, and
she basically tells him to shut up.
Tucker says he's like the tech guy, doesn't he? And then she's like, "Oh, what are you?" The Specs, and he's like,
"I write things."
I write things. So she's like, "Okay, you write down what I say."
And he's very slow.
He's very slow,
and very annoying.
Yeah, but that was kind of a slight comedic moment. We don't get many of these in this film. So
no, it's a nod to the later ones where he's scribbling those giant notes down, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah. So that's quite nice.
Yeah, she basically tells him to shut up though because he keeps on reading back what she's saying.
Yeah.
And she's trying to focus.
That's it. So she goes back into the further. And then we see
the crying lady.
See the crying lady take Elise to room 514.
I like that bit. I think she was a nice crying ghost lady.
Yeah.
Because then she says, "You're free now." I mean, I don't really know if she's got the position to tell her she's free, because how do you know? But still.
Yeah.
Right, so then we're back at room 514. Now, 514 has no relevance to anything, does it?
I don't think so.
Because it keeps popping up.
Yeah,
and I was like, is there a meaning?
It's just where the old man who can't breathe lives.
I just feel like it must mean something, but it doesn't. I mean, it adds up to 10, but that doesn't mean anything.
Not as far as I know.
Quick maths.
Yeah, quick maths, nice. It turns out that this the crying girl was the man who can't breathe's pet.
Yeah, one of the victims.
Yeah, but she actually says, didn't she, I was his pet or whatever, which is really creepy, really horrible.
I suppose she says you can't even die in this place or something.
Yeah,
or killing yourself doesn't even work.
That's
something like that.
Yeah, she says that. Yeah, because he wants the misery, doesn't he? He wants people to kill themselves. So
lovely.
Elise enters and sees a man sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
And then we get another jump scare.
I've written before that though.
Yeah.
Tar. So maybe we see footprints again.
Oh, maybe we do.
I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe we do.
And then we must see the lady. Yeah. And is this where she fights the lady in black quickly?
Well, she's the bride in black, and she strangles her again. So it's the same as earlier. So, but this time Elise throws her off.
Yeah, she realises that she's stronger.
Yeah,
which also then makes that holds because later on she tells Josh that you're stronger than them.
He's stronger. That's it. So
cool. Continuation.
Yeah, nice little callback, nice little continuation. Yeah. So she throws the bride in black off, and then
She's
the bride in
like,
black
come
cows.
get some.
yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Come
Yeah,
get some.
yeah.
She legs it. Lady in Black does a runner.
Gets scared and goes.
Which I thought was a bit soft. But
Yeah, I did. It's kind of funny when you're not supposed to be laughing there.
yeah, I know.
And then the man on the bed is Jack.
Oh,
So
Jack.
she goes back to talk to the man on the bed. It's Jack. He hugs Elise.
Poor Jack.
And then he basically says, "Come join me."
Yeah,
You know,
here's
yourself.
a razor blade.
Here's a razor. Yeah.
But it's all a farce.
Yeah, Elise is too clever for that shit.
Yeah,
She's like,
my Jack would never do that.
yeah, it's a demon. Get out, demon, or whatever. Yeah. And
No, she slices him, doesn't she?
oh, did she?
Yeah. She gets the razor blade, doesn't she? And she gives him a little slice.
Oh god, yeah. Look, I've even written that.
See, I didn't
I
write
can't
it.
read my own. No, you read my notes. Look.
Yeah, upside down
I dare
pencil
you.
scribbles.
I mean, I didn't. So yeah, I'm glad you did. Yeah,
Dear.
slashes him with a razor. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and then we see it is actually the man who can't breathe.
Yeah, that's it. And there's Quinn with no face or hands again.
I mean, he's got her on a leash, hasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, and I just made a
Yeah.
note that now she's got her mouth now.
Yeah.
She's not speaking, but she's got the mouth.
Yeah, and then Elise pushes him and grabs Quinn, and they run off.
Mhm.
The old man though, he catches up and pushes Elise over, doesn't he?
Yep.
And then this bit I found a bit odd. She stamps on the floor.
Yeah, and then the
And
ghost
he
lady
falls-
disappears.
Yeah, falls through it.
It seems a bit of an odd one, that.
Yeah, because the next minute he's there again, and he's got Quinn, and he's stroking her face.
Yeah, doesn't the lady in black fall down the hole?
Oh, I thought it was the man.
I thought it was Lady in Black that fell down the hole. Then Elise gets out and goes back to her body.
Oh, okay.
And then, the man in the mask gets hold of Quinn and they're like sat on the floor and he's stroking her.
Yeah, he's stroking her, isn't he? Yeah.
And
The hair on
then
her face
she
and
starts
stuff.
to grow her fingers and then her eyes come back.
Yeah, and then Elise is calling out, isn't she, to Lily to help.
Yeah, and then what have I written? Grace was the old lady. Oh, yeah, Grace comes to help, doesn't she? And she talks about Quinn's diary. And there's a letter in the diary
that's
from
it.
her mum.
Yeah, that's why I just wrote Grace is there.
Yeah, so it tells her about the diary and it's got a letter from her mother.
Yes.
And then they start calling out to Lilith saying, we need you. We need your help.
Yeah.
And then Lily finally decides to turn up,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
She does. She does indeed.
Gives her the strength to, get up and wake up.
Yeah.
And then she rips off the man's mask.
Yeah, sorry, Quinn does, doesn't she?
Yeah, Quinn takes off the mask and he starts coughing up ash.
Yeah, that's what I put pretty much. I've got the old man starts vomiting dust.
Yeah,
but yeah.
which I like because, well, I don't know, but obviously the mum died of what ended up killing her was lung cancer.
Yeah.
And it's a fairly good guess to assume that this man in the mask was a lung cancer patient with the tar.
And that's it. And the
the
mask,
face mask.
and he can't breathe.
And then he was coughing up ash.
Yeah.
So I
That's
don't know if
it.
there's any link there, but the fact that they both died similar ways,
Yeah,
yeah, I like
I
it.
think so.
Don't know if
Yeah,
it
it's
means
good.
anything, but
No. Yeah, and that's her mum. Oh, Elise says after that, so it all kind of settles down, doesn't it? And Elise says that Quinn's mum is here and talks about the audition.
oh yeah,
She tells Quinn that her mum was there and her mum's proud of her, and that they all need to just stop looking for her because she's always there beside
yeah.
them.
She still messed up the audition though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Mum.
That's true. Yeah. Stop waving at me, Mum, when I'm
Yeah.
trying to do my audition.
I know.
You know that'd
It's
be
distracting.
helpful. Yeah.
But then she
so
sort
that's
of
kind
says,
of nice.
"We're not going to speak to her again, are we? We're not going to
No.
hear from her again." She's like, no,
No, that's it.
it's very sad.
Yeah.
Bless her.
And then we get this kind of lovely little scene. It says spectral sightings, and you see Specs, Tucker, and Elise outside in the van.
And a little chinwag saying,
spectral
"We should go
sighting.
into business."
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Elise is like, we should all team up, and they're like, oh, I thought you weren't going to do this anymore, and she's like, no, I'm
Let's do
going
it.
to carry on. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
But
And then-
you two boys need to dress smarter.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they're like, oh, well, what should we wear? And she's like, oh, maybe a
Shirt and tie.
Shirt and tie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly
And then
what they end up
She puts
wearing.
her arms out, doesn't she? And they all link arms and walk her off down the road.
I'm like, where is her car?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because that street was empty.
it was. I know. I thought that. Yeah, so quite a nice little bit there. But of course, that isn't the end, is it? 'Cause
No.
it's a horror movie. So you
Of course
can't,
it is,
can't have it end like that.
Happy ending, are you mental?
So yeah, we're back at Elise's house, aren't we?
This bit proper scares me, you know. Not the second bit, but the bit in the
Oh,
cupboard,
yeah.
which we'll get
Yeah.
to. But
yeah,
yeah, proper creeped me out.
Yeah, so there's a cardigan on the bed. Obviously, I figured it was Jack's.
Yeah, but
then,
we think that he put it there, don't we?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
because she also goes to get out of the cupboard. It's not there. She panics for a second. She's like,
yeah,
Jack.
Oh, yeah, and then she says, "Love you too, Jack," which is nice. You're like, oh. But what happens next?
Well, then the dog starts kicking up a bit of a fuss, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, don't you dare.
Just looking into
you
the
leave
darkness,
that damn dog alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, he walks up to the cupboard and you can see in the cupboard there's a little pale white face.
The dog's growling, isn't it?
It's proper creepy, that.
Yeah.
Just this plain white face in the darkness. It's horrible.
I was like, who is that?
I know.
Why?
I wasn't sure if I was imagining it because it's quite subtle.
Yeah, it is subtle, but no, it's definitely there.
And then who's back?
Guess who's back? I know who's back.
Eminem.
No.
Lipstick pops back up.
Lipstick face demon for no reason again whatsoever.
No, but he's a bit more of a budget version.
Yeah.
Even more budget than the tiny budget of the first.
I was going to say, which is odd because they got a bigger budget. But he's just standing next to Elise.
I feel that was just like, how can we finish this off? One more jump scare. What can we do?
And it did get me.
Yeah, it definitely gets you. But
I completely wimped out on this film.
You compare it to the bit where in the first one where Josh and he pops up. That's 10 times scarier. Yeah, but that's genuinely scary. This one wasn't.
No, it's just like he's standing like
just
right next to her. Yeah,
very yellow teeth as well.
Yeah. So
hasn't been brushing.
No, especially not twice a day. Yeah.
No. And that's it.
And that is it. Yeah. So we'll have a quick breakdown of what we liked, what we didn't like, and do all that usual stuff that we do.
The usual gumps.
So thanks for sticking with us through the story.
You're welcome.
So let's start by just briefly going over the story then, man. What did you make of the story this time around?
Pretty basic.
Yeah, but I quite liked the fact that it went back to being a bit more simple.
Do you know what? I've never liked prequels.
Yeah.
And I didn't like this one either.
Okay. I think that they can be a bit of a cop-out.
I get it, but also it just annoys me.
Right.
Because, like, on a tangent here, Game of Thrones, for example.
Yeah.
When they were talking about, I don't even know what it's called now.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
House of the Dragon or something it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good to watch. I enjoyed it, but I'm just thinking, I know what happens. Because obviously you've seen... Yeah. And I know it's a lot of different... it's much further back and stuff.
You know what it's leading into, don't you?
I'm like,
Yeah.
Never really liked prequels.
That's fair. I didn't overly mind the story of this one.
It was a good story, don't get me wrong. It was well written and well paced and everything, but I just I
thought pacing was fine. I liked the simplicity of the story.
Compared to
number two was jumping all over the place, wasn't it? This one is way more simplistic, but it's nowhere near on par with number one.
No, definitely not.
The story, I thought it was okay.
It was okay.
Not too much else to say about it, really.
There's not an awful lot to go through.
No.
Pretty standard horror movie, to be honest.
Yeah, generic.
Yeah, very generic.
We're on the third Insidious film now, so it's almost like...
I don't know, I just think they went in a weird direction. They could have done so many cool different movies, and that was just a strange one to go with for me.
I think it just suffers from the thing that other sequels tend to, is they get set in their ways. The jump scares are coming. Yeah. Although a couple of them did make me jump, but about the further...
but there's so many things they could have done.
It just doesn't grab you as much, does it?
Yeah,
you've seen it all before.
It really was. It was just let's tick this box.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Jump scare, tick. Jump scare again, tick. Jump scare again, tick.
It's really I don't know.
It was that's fair. Any particular characters you did like or that stood out to you?
The dog
in a positive light.
The dog was brilliant.
Excellent, good choice.
The dog
what's the dog's name?
I don't know, Morgan or something.
Yeah, that'll do.
I think it was Morgan.
Oh, really? What? You haven't made that up?
No, I can't actually remember, but I'm not far off.
Yeah, the dog was good in it.
Elise was solid, obviously.
Yeah.
She always is.
Yeah, definitely. It would have suffered massively without her.
Specs and Tucker are good as always.
Yeah, very brief roles this time.
Yeah, but still good, yeah.
Yeah. Flicking over to characters you probably didn't like then, and I think I know the answer here.
Yeah.
Like everyone else.
I didn't like
basically.
Quinn.
You didn't like Quinn?
Quinn irritated the hell out of me from start to finish.
I just didn't feel overly sympathetic towards her.
She was just very bland.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Really boring.
A bit lack of personality, like.
Yeah, and they just tried to make her a typical sort of mopey teen. I know I get her mum's pass, and that's awful. But the whole taking pictures of your food on a sidekick, which was, what was it, a croissant with ketchup?
I think so.
Are you all right, Quinn?
Well, no, she's not.
No, but this is before all the nonsense, isn't it?
True.
Really?
Yeah.
A croissant on ketchup? I mean, I haven't tried it, but to me it sounds odd.
might be worth trying.
I don't know why that's
better than a raw onion.
How dare you? How dare you?
Nice little callback there myself. See?
Yeah, no, that's good. It probably is better than an onion. But
what did you say you ate with that?
Ham.
Yeah, see, did you wrap the ham around it? And
I think I just because I was at that point I was drunk, so I bit the onion like an apple.
Yeah, I could see that actually.
Yeah, just threw a slice of ham in my mouth.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I was just going to say anyway.
So, yeah, it's just really boring. I mean, the only cool bit, like I said, for Quinn was when she was smashing the cast off her legs. Yeah. She was cool then.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah.
The dad, Sean.
Yeah, you didn't like the dad, did you?
I didn't. I don't know.
I think for a grieving father, he was all right.
But I just don't think he really ever showed any emotion.
No, but you've seen movies where there's a grieving parent left and they're awful.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say he was an awful dad, but he was just busy.
I think maybe it's just the acting wise. They're just again he was just bland.
Yeah, he was quite basic. There wasn't much depth there, was there?
Yeah, I mean I don't really know what I was looking for, but
I think it's also like he saves her a couple of times, doesn't he? But
he does, but
not really. He just walks in the room.
Yeah. He didn't seem to really have any of her interests or...
No. It's not like Josh, where he literally goes to the further to rescue his son.
Yeah.
Sean's just a bit...
He's just a bit... He's a bit mopey, isn't he? And I know, obviously, he'd lost his wife and everything, and he's working hard, but... I don't know. He was just bland and boring as well.
He was quite boring,
and not overly well acted. I think.
No, nothing special.
Honest. I mean, I don't think it needed a.
No, I think they just chose the wrong setup. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I think what I'm just trying to say is the main characters just didn't grab me at all.
No, so just your usual suspects from Insidious.
I liked Josh and Renee and Dalton and Foster. You know, you feel sorry for them and you you want.
Yeah, you feel for them. You want them to do well. You want them to win.
Out of it all, and that's it.
These ones I've got no reason to care.
Just weren't bothered. Yeah,
I've really got no. And even I like the man who can't breathe, but even he was just like, well, what? Why?
Yeah, I was going to move on to him because like they coat over really quickly kind of what happened with him.
Yeah.
And I don't know, again, it's like he's just there for the jump scares.
Yeah, it's like, we need a villain, what should we do?
Yeah, he had a lot of jump scare moments.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was creepy, but...
He was creepy, but...
I was just like, why?
Yeah, he's not an iconic one like the lipstick face demon or anything like that. And
I get you couldn't be compared to that, but still, it's... Yeah. This villain could have been in any movie and you wouldn't have really paid much attention.
Yeah. No, agreed. So yeah, none of the characters. Well, none of the new characters really grabbed me.
No, Jack was well acted. I know he only had a tiny scene, but I liked his part. Jack, Elise's husband.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to think from him. Yeah. Oh, he had a really.
Don't know why, but I thought he was quite cool.
Yeah. Fair enough. Like I say, he had minimal stuff to do, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, I think I just liked the scene.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I put scares and tension again, like we always discuss, and I've said loads already, but tons of jump scares this time around that actually made me jump, which I'm surprised at, to be honest, because they are mostly, apart from the one at the start where Quinn gets run over.
Yeah,
all of the others are generic everyday jump scares.
Oh yeah,
with
completely.
Loud sounds accompanying them.
Mm-hmm. Even the opening credits, isn't it? When Insidious 3 screams on the screen. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, the car one, okay.
Yeah,
well deserved that, The
Bell one got me.
That one. Bell was okay, yeah. But the ones where you just see an arm or a face, or how many times can the series keep doing the same jump scares? And
they didn't do anything different with that.
No, it's getting tiresome. I didn't feel much tension. The scene where the guy who can't breathe is in Quinn's room and she's on the floor, where he draws the curtains and shut the door. Yeah. That was a good tense scene, but we needed more of that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the bit where he's, like I said, he's waving at her when she's auditioning. That was quite creepy. Yeah. But even like the further was a bit whimsical this time as well. It didn't really give me uncomfortable feelings like it has done.
No, and the grinning woman was okay.
But again, pointless.
For a second or two, but yeah.
But like, why are you there? What have you got to do with anything? Yeah. And she turns out to have nothing to do with it.
No. And they don't go into much backstory for the man who couldn't breathe, do they? Like before, you find out all about Parker Crane and his mum and stuff, in the second one. This one, he's just there to be the villain,
he's just there. It's just a
guy.
bit of an arsehole. That's it.
So it's a shame. I think
it is a shame. But a few tense bits, but I think the main characters were so unlikable for me that I just didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, like the tense scenes in Insidious and Insidious 2, I care about them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's
so
the
it
difference,
makes it
isn't
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
these ones didn't care. I genuinely cared more about the dog.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm not just saying it to be funny. I genuinely cared more about the dog. I was like, don't you dare hurt that dog.
Yeah, you can definitely tell by this point that the series is losing its steam.
That's just ticking boxes.
I would say.
Yeah.
And
obviously, I know that this was the first one of them that James Wan didn't direct. This was Lee Wannell, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And I don't know. Maybe it was his take on it that maybe didn't make it feel great. I don't know. I don't want to be horrible to him, but I'm sure he cares with his millions of pounds. But still,
or like I say, maybe it's just a case of seeing it all before now. You
know? I don't know. I feel like James Wan could have done more with it.
Yeah, I think he could have.
I think it was just
who did the fourth one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
worry about that next week.
That, but yeah.
But and I mean, even we'll get onto some little facts in a minute. But to me, it just sort of points towards a bit of laziness, really.
Yeah, I'd agree. Again, they're using similar jump scares multiple times in the same film. You know, like we saw the hand coming down from the guy, the guy who can't breathe. We saw that twice at least.
Yeah, and then
footsteps we saw multiple times.
And why was he upside down in the red room?
I don't know. That's what I mean.
Reading room, sorry, not reading room.
Oh yeah, reading room. Yeah. The Bride in Black. The same,
very budget.
Same choking, but the same choking scene twice in the same film, though.
Yeah, but so budget version, wasn't it? It was like a lazy version.
Yeah, it didn't even look as good as
same as
previous
lipstick. It was like, what can we do quick? Let's just paint his face up.
But then again, where did the budget go?
Paying the actors, I guess.
Yeah, and this time around, I didn't even really notice any decent sound design that much.
Yeah, there was no clever parts of this film, was there? You know, like we've said about the pink lights in number 2 and cool little link backs and nods, and there's a couple, but nothing that I really cared about.
Yeah, nothing on par with 1 and 2.
No,
it was all a downgrade.
It really was
from the first 2.
You'd think that had the lower budget and Insidious had the higher budget.
Yeah, definitely.
They did much more with their money.
I mean, I could have seen almost this one not being a cinema release, it being almost what they call like a straight to video,
straight to Netflix,
but straight to streaming service. Kind of vibe, you know. But obviously, still took a ton of money. So
I mean, it's still a decent film, but it is a filler. It's just to keep things relevant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I've seen it, but again, I won't ever watch it again.
No, and I don't know whether it's a setup to 4 because I can't really remember 4, but that alone, I've seen 4 a couple of times and I can't remember any of it. So that tells me that I'm not that impressed with it.
I was going to say next week's going to be great then, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. We'll see, won't we?
I struggled with this one. It's quite lean, isn't it? It's about an hour and a half long.
I think it's an hour and 37.
Okay, nice.
I know that exactly because I was deciding last night whether I had enough time for bedtime to watch it, and I did.
That's good. Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't really hang around, does it? It's not.
No, I mean,
overly slow in
I do like that about it.
I do.
The pacing was good. I don't like films that drag out for no reason. Like, what did I watch the other day? It was called Saint Maud.
Oh, see, I love that.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
I didn't enjoy it.
No.
I was so bored.
It takes a while to get going. A long while to get going,
I can say, and I know people are going to hate me for it because it's like, it's artistic and it tells the story and it builds suspense. I'm like, I'm sure it does, but I was bored.
Okay.
The bit at the end, bit at the end where she sets herself on fire. I don't care. Spoiler alert! She sets herself on fire at the end.
Oh, that scene!
That was cool.
It's etched in my brain like forever.
But that was cool, genuinely. I get that it built up to that.
Pretty shocking, I'd say.
But like, I compare it to films like Mother. I don't know if you've seen Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I want
to. Now that is a real slow burner, very much like Saint Maud.
Okay.
But the last 15, 20 minutes of Mother shook me to my core. Like, my god!
I'll try and get that watched.
Yeah, it's good. Okay. It's really good. For a Jennifer Lawrence movie, which you'd think would be, cheesy blockbuster type film, but this is,
I was going to say,
it's decent.
Okay,
proper decent. But Saint Maud, I don't know, I couldn't get it.
That's fair.
Anyway,
I can see it not being a film for everyone, but let's swing back round to Insidious.
The reason we're talking.
Yeah.
So
we've covered scares and tension. Really, a little bit of tension here and there. Some okay scares, but generally just cheap scares that we've seen 100 times before.
Yeah. Shame. But this is the bit I do like the most. Fun facts and Easter eggs. I've got a few. So we touched on it earlier. James Wan wasn't available for this one because he was directing Fast and Furious 7. Shame on you, because I hate Fast and Furious.
I haven't even got up to 7, dude. I think I'm on like 5.
It's just cars and stuff. That's the end. That's the end.
Yeah.
But as I say, he makes a brief cameo as the theatre director at Quinn's audition, which was cool. I like that. I really like that.
Nice one. I did spot that. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I didn't know it was. The third instalment makes several references to ghosts and demons from the first two of the Insidious films, such as Lipstick, The Bride in Black, and The Long-Haired Fiend.
Yeah, so I didn't know this until I Googled it after watching, but I Googled who the white face was at the end.
Yeah.
And because I was like, who's that? Is
it didn't look
the next
like him.
one, or is it someone that we should know? It didn't look like him, but apparently it was the long-haired...
the long-haired fiend,
guy from... Yeah, one
and I like that because he was always around when Lipstick was around, so at least that's some continuity.
Yeah, I just felt with Lipstick at the end, it just absolutely wasn't needed.
No, it wasn't, but...
they're trying to cram everything in it again.
I like the fact that the long-haired fiend was there, because as I said, they were normally, not together, but around at the same time.
And it was more subtle.
Yeah, very subtle, yeah.
Yeah, it's not ramming it down your throat.
Lipstick was bleh.
Budget Lipstick was right there.
And this is a funny one. So, a trailer for the film was released back in March 2015, featuring a song called Afraid of Nothing.
Okay.
The filmmakers used the song without acquiring the rights to it. And when the singer was notified by a fan on Twitter, the filmmakers were forced to pay her for illegally using the music.
Oh, wow.
How naughty.
Ouch, yeah.
Anyway, this film takes place in 2007, which is set 3 years before Insidious and 6 years before Insidious Chapter 2. I don't know how that's an Easter egg.
No, hang on. It can't be 6 years before Insidious 2.
Yeah, the Insidious 2 takes place...
Yeah, but Insidious 2 follows straight on from number 1.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the year it came out, look.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, so this film takes place in 2007. Insidious was 2010, and Insidious Chapter 2 was 2010.
Oh, right, yeah,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 3 years before. Nice.
I just can't read.
I thought it was a bit further back, but yeah, that's cool to know.
It's a few years at least, I suppose.
Yeah,
they're right, aren't they?
That's good.
The writer and director Lee Wannell
told
the casting he wanted this is what I mean about him being a bit lazy.
Okay.
Is he wanted the man who can't breathe to look like the sloth victim from the film Seven.
Okay, so they just ripped it off.
And we had a quick look at the pictures, didn't we? And it's it is a replica.
I love Seven.
Seven is amazing, but the only difference between these two villains is that one's got a mask on. Other than that, they are identical.
Yeah.
And they are. It's a complete copy.
Yeah.
But the one cool fact about it is that the actor that played the dead body was the guy that in Seven was the guy that played the man in the mask, the man who can't breathe in this film. Yeah.
Oh wow! So he's great at playing.
Yeah, he went from a dead body to a moving dead body.
Yeah.
So he stepped up.
He's going up in the world. At least.
I mean, it took him. It took him. What? When did this come out? 2015.
So it took him
15 years to qualify from a dead body to a moving dead body.
Well,
no offence, Michael Reed McKay. But no, that's not his fault. He done a good job in the role. But
it's a big gig.
Yeah, it is a rip off of Seven.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, if I didn't read that fact, I wouldn't have known. But looking at the pictures next to each other, it is a complete copy.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I haven't seen Seven for a long time, but it's a brilliant.
It makes me want to watch it. I love Seven.
It's such a good film.
I didn't realise it came out in '95 though.
Oh.
That's a while ago.
I'd have been cool. I'd have been teenage.
I was 8.
You was 8?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm not all as old as you, Ben.
You're older than that. Yeah, I was going to
say. Oh, look, I've got 20 more, apparently. We've got time for 20 more.
20 more? I don't think we've got time. I've got one.
Oh, the dog was called Warren, not Morgan.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
Yes, Warren.
Because when she says Warren, I remember thinking, again, like a conjuring thing, like Ed and Lorraine Warren.
This is it. It was based on the real-life paranormal investigator of Ed Warren.
See, and I did think that when she called the dog Warren.
I love Warren even more now.
We're on the same page. Look at that. Yeah. Warren was great. Yeah, look, Casper jacket.
I love that jacket.
What's that one about Jason Blum?
Jason Blum, he said they're already prepping the early stages for Insidious Chapter 3 whilst promoting the second. So they were already starting on number 3.
Yeah, because he knows the money will be rolling in, isn't it?
Of course he is. The Wheezing Demon is the only antagonist who has not appeared in the previous movies or shares any connection to the Lambert family. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So Clockwork Orange book, the film's a prequel. These aren't facts.
No, I've got one though.
Yeah.
And this is one that I literally thought of off the top of my own head.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was watching it, I was thinking Dermot Mulroney, who plays the dad, Sean Brenner, has a daughter in this film called Quinn.
Yep.
Right? And I'm pretty sure, and I haven't Googled it because,
don't need to.
My own knowledge here, but in Scream 6, he plays a cop and he has a daughter in that called Quinn.
I know. That's clever, that.
He's actually in 2 films where he has a daughter called Quinn.
He's got 2 Quins.
2 Quins.
Imagine if it was in the same universe.
Can you imagine?
Quinn really went downhill, didn't she?
I was going to say.
She's possessed and she's a masked murderer. No, that's cool though. You're right.
So yeah, there you go. That's my own little fact. Maybe I should put that on Google.
Well, that one's interesting. My ones are a little less. So on the license plate of the Spectral Sightings van, the license plate says Spexter.
Oh, really?
Specs and Tucker. Specs and Tucker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look.
I didn't notice that. I feel like I should have noticed that.
Yeah, look, I was right. The carpet in the hallway of their apartment building is heavily inspired by The Shining.
Nice. Yeah.
Love that.
That's good. That's good.
Feature film debut of Hayley Kiyoko.
Got any other really good
The buildings which Quinn, Alex and Sean live in the same apartment building they used in the butterfly room.
I don't know what the butterfly room is.
No.
So, you know.
I don't think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, that does seem like...
Yeah.
Like it.
Elise refers to him as a demon, however his appearance is somewhat more human compared to the lipstick demon, whose appearance is more monstrous. This suggests, in fact, that he is in fact a ghost and not a true demon.
Oh, okay. So the man who can't breathe is more ghostly than demon-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So overall, this film...
You're giving it out of 10?
Yeah,
we have done, haven't we?
Yeah, we have done so far. We can do a full ranking.
I'm going to go over 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Bang in the middle, completely average movie.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
Bang average, man.
I'm really trying to find moments about it because I'm a big fan of Insidious, but it's just not great.
No, I struggle.
Well, that's harsh. It's okay.
It's like, like I say,
very forgettable.
It's not bad, but it is forgettable. It's a one and done kind of film.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I wish they hadn't bothered. Do you know what I mean? No, what I mean is they should have just done 1 and 2. I can't comment on 4. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not great either, but I might be wrong.
Find out soon.
1 and 2, then come back for Red Door in a couple of weeks.
But no, I'm going straight down the middle. I like the simplicity of the story this time around.
Yeah, 2 is a bit mental, isn't it?
Characters let it down for me, and repeated jump scares. Of the same repeated jump scares.
Yeah.
If they were different or more inventive, fair enough.
Yeah, and I suppose one thing in its favour is you don't need to watch any of the other ones to get this one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are.
So if it's an introduction,
straight the barrel for positives, aren't we now? By the sounds of it. But yeah. I mean, it would help though if you've seen the others. Yeah, certainly. But then you don't. You don't have to have. Yeah, it's not essential. It's almost like, I suppose you could say it's almost like a soft reboot. But no, because I wouldn't even call it that. Too many years. No, it's not a reboot. Is it actually? Scrap that. I think it was just a cash grab. Yeah, good way of putting it. And again, I don't know about Lee Wannell, but it was his first directorial, first movie he directed, and maybe first one he directed. Yeah, maybe it was his directing debut, so maybe it showed. I don't know. I don't want to be harsh, but I mean, all in all, fair enough. Bang average film. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Yeah. If you like the series, watch it. If you don't bother. Definitely watch it if you're a fan of the series. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Yeah. But just don't expect to be shocked like you were in the first one, and maybe even the second one. Definitely not. No. So that wraps that up. That does wrap that up, yeah. So let's hold our fingers crossed for Insidious 4. Yeah, what's that, the last key or something? Yeah. I don't know. Like I say, I haven't seen it, but we'll discuss I've seen it, but I can't remember it, so maybe... Discuss that next week. Maybe it'll be a pleasant surprise. Maybe it will. And what's that going to be, episode 9, isn't it? Episode 9. We're getting there now, aren't we? Almost on 10. We're doing this, man. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, that's right. We're still here. Yeah, still here, still going. So thanks once again, everybody, for listening, and thank you for all the support. Obviously, I was going to say we couldn't do it without you. We could, but it'd be a bit shit. Yeah, it'd be rubbish. So, I do like the engagement on there. I just checked the Facebook a second ago, and I think it was Mike that put up a post about a Muppet Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That'd be great. I'm 1 million, and it's got screenshots. I'm 1,000,000% on board for this. I'd watch that. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Yeah. Who do we contact to get that done? I don't know. No. Mike, let us know, please. Yeah. But definitely. Back to it. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Right. Let's sign off for now then. Yeah. So that wraps that up. Catch us again next week, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon. See you later.